Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Miami Marlins. Biggest story in this one is just how dominant his pitching has been, Singy. He's been in complete control in recent starts.
So much confidence on the bump, Boog. Painting corners, changing speeds. He's been an absolute nightmare for would-be hitters.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Almost ready to get underway. And getting the start for Miami, Grayson Rodriguez. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
So up now for Chicago, Nico Hoerner. And that is out of play. Next offering upstairs.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that one hit to first. Mountcastle takes it himself. One up, one down. John Birdie at the plate. Swing and a ball line to center. Pulls up on it, and that's a base hit.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
So here's Kyle Tucker now, and that drops in for a strike. Rodriguez was recently named Pitcher of the Month for some outstanding work on the mound.
No question that he earned that Pitcher of the Month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those, and you
runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Birdie leads off second with one gone in the inning. That one misses. Going to count 1-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Just missed.
One ball, no strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And there's a foul ball. And there's a ball. In the dirt, squirts away from Rutschman. Birdie up to third on the wild pitch.
Heads up base running right there.
Now a pop up on the infield. Mountcastle. And that's the third out. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And today's starter, Ben Brown. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes You know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
That one missed.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
2-1.
And a foul ball. And that is downstairs. And now 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
Trey Turner at the plate. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. Brown measures 6 feet 6 inches. He features a 4-seam fastball, a curve, and he works in a changeup. And the pitch. That one's in there. 0-2.
And that's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Little dribbler up along third. Wide throw, and it gets away. Good backup, though. He's right there, and no advance. First and second, no outs. Here's Adley Rutschman.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Maybe a 2-ball. 5, 4, 3, and they turn the double play.
As a former player, watching 5-4-3 double plays brings back some adrenaline. It's such an exciting play, and it's always a great reminder of baseball being such a team sport.
Josh Young, the next to hit, takes outside.
1-0.
Check swing, called strike.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Nope, ball.
Lined, and that's a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
Now a chance for Tyler Fitzgerald.
Oh, that's it.
Just missed. And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
That one's in there, and the count's full.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Good job to fight that one off. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. That one outside,
ball.
and that's ball one.
1-0.
And that one fouled off.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. In time. And a drop third strike leads to the first out.
Well, maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Fires across the diamond, and Swanson is set down. Next to hit, Otto Lopez. Lopez tries to hold up, appeal to first, and Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. And another ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That one out to right. Fitzgerald on the move. Long run, nice grab. And that is that. Back here in Miami, bottom half of inning number 2. And now, Dylan Cruz on the ground. Sends it to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. First offering, and it just misses. One down, base is empty. And that one wrapped foul.
Ball.
Swing and a miss. And it's 2-2.
2-2. Count is full.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
One down. Garrett Hampson, the next up for the Marlins. That's in for a strike. Crow Armstrong, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Check on the runner, and he's back in on a dive. Now 1-1.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball.
Runner on the go. Safe at second, and that was not close. 1 out, the runner at second, bottom half of inning number 2. That one the other way. Throws to first in time. Awesome play there. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Tap foul at the plate. Two outs. Up and in, and the count is 1-1.
What's good pitch
1 ball,
there.
1 strike.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing.
Diving, makes the grab. And we're back. And here's the rookie center fielder, Kevin Alcantara. Just
no,
missed.
That missed. That's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Sneaks through, base hit. And a good start to the inning.
All over that one right there. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing of the bat.
Miguel Amaya in the box now, takes strike one. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 0-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball in there. Got him looking. That K is his 3rd of the game. So here's Horner now. Grounded out his first time up. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. He's got it. 2 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Birdie batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Rodriguez with a move to first. Alcantara off of first with 2 away.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and at the plate for Miami, Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Waste no time there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Turner stands in now and watches strike 1. This to 3rd, birdie. To Horner at second for 1. Relay to first, double play. Adley Rutschman, the next up for the Marlins. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. He swings and fouls one off. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. Ball 1. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
That one not close, and the count's even at 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Line drive. That's a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Young takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. And that's way high. Ball 2. Hit hard, base hit. And now 1st and 2nd with 2 outs.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Next to hit, Tyler Fitzgerald. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Lifted in the air, right field. Tucker should have it. And that'll do it. New inning getting started. Here's Kyle Tucker. Rodriguez back to work. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
You know, these Cubs just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
And now 1 and 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Suzuki in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. Suzuki in his 4th year, 30 years old now, and he's driven in 8 runs over his last 10 games. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, here's a fun fact for you, Boog. Suzuki is the first Japanese-born player to homer in 3 consecutive plate appearances in the majors. Feel free to use that note in your next Cubs broadcast, buddy.
Pitch misses there. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And now the first baseman, Michael Busch. Fastball for a strike. Into the outfield, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Swanson with some impressive production lately. And a slider misses down and away.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
And that's off the inside edge. And it's a full count. Got him. Make it 7 strikeouts for him. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the left fielder, Dylan Cruz. Right down to shoot, and that's strike 1.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next up for the Marlins. First pitch misses. And that's through there for a strike. Falling behind 2-1. In the air, left field, down the line. Brings it in. Out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Garrett Hampson will hit next. Trying to bunt his way on. Foul ball. And he drops it down the third baseline. And he barehands it. Gathers and throws on the money. Nice play. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the DH, Otto Lopez. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Cubs need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Handles, throws to first. 1 away here in the 5th. Kevin Alcantara, the next to hit. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
1 out, bases empty. And that's outside. And now 2-0. And there's a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
Outside low. Ball 3. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now it's Miguel Amaya. Fastball for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Strike on the inside corner. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Nico Horner will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there, and that is strike 1. Alcantara leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Back here in Miami, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Now at the plate, Ryan Mountcastle. That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. In the air out to center. Alcantara makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And ball 1. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Here's Turner now. On the ground to third. And that's just foul. Up the middle. Horner to first. Inning over. Top 6. So up now for Chicago, John Birdie. That one finds the corner. That's strike one.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Ball one there.
Down. That's a ball.
And a count 1-2.
Two.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. That's through there for a strike. Tucker with an uncharacteristic stretch of poor play lately.
Even superstars have their slumps from time to time, Boog, and he's no exception. He's too good to struggle much longer, though. I'd expect him to turn it around soon.
The Marlins leading by a run, and we're the top half of the 6th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Pulled that one right in the direction of the shifted defense, but no one could make a play on it. I mean, that's his approach, and it's probably not changing.
Now the batter now, Seiya Suzuki. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strikes.
Out in front and foul to the left side. That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
And there's a ball.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Take your base.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch. Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. That one's got to feel good. It's 3-1. Keaton Wynn comes on now.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
One down. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1.
And now it's even up. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. And Swanson is set down. 2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Otto Lopez. And first offering is fouled off. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyson Miller.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Adley Rutschman. First pitch misses.
Ball.
You know, these Marlins putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
Fastball for a strike.
And no, they haven't broken through in a big way in the runs column, but with the way they're grinding out at bats, it definitely feels like there's potential for more coming.
2-2 now. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. Here's Josh Young. On the corner for a strike. And it's 0-1. The Fish trailing by 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is fouled back. 0-2 now. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Well, that's kind of what you expected, an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Strike 3, went back to the sweeper and got the strikeout. Tyler Fitzgerald, the next up for the Marlins. And that one misses up and in. Ball 1. And that one pulled foul. Popped up. Bush under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, David Robertson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
So up now for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara. He's 2 for 2. Just missed. Robertson, a former All-Star, 39 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Up the middle, Trey Turner gloves it. On the run, sends it over to first. Safe, and that's his 3rd hit. And now, Miguel Amaya, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. That one's back. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. Here's Nico Horner. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Close one. Doesn't get the call. 1-0. Man at first, one away. And that one is downstairs. 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
That one catches the zone. 3-1. That one down the line, and that's a fair ball. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away.
Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
So up next, John Birdie. That one misses, and that is ball one.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ground ball right side, could be two. To second, there's one. Out! The double play ends the inning and might have saved the game for them. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh, Porter Hodge.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's the left fielder, Dylan Cruz. There's the strike at the knees. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Stays alive.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Outside. Just misses. Full count now.
Full count.
Struck him out looking. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next up for the Marlins. And that's in for a strike. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't.
Ouch, that one got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Garrett Hampson. Right through there for a strike.
Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there. Forget it. He crushes that one to center field. And we're starting over. It's 3-3. So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Ryan Mountcastle, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, out to short. Throw not in time, and he's safe. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Ryan Brazier.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
Man at first with 1 gone. And the batter now, Marcell Ozuna. And ball 1.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1-1. No, that missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
2-2.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good take.
And that's ball four.
Ball four, second
And with
base.
2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Up steps Trey Turner in a pivotal spot. And downstairs. Two on, 1 out. Grounder might be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Yennier Cano.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Now it's the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. 1 for 3. And that's in the dirt.
1-0.
And that drops in for a strike.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Outside.
That's
a ball.
outside. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Seiya Suzuki digs in now. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. And fouled off. That one is absolutely belted way back there. And it hits the base of the wall. And he's into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it.
Now it's going to be Michael Busch. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Throw to second,
he's in
safe.
there.
On the ground right side. Knocks it down. And he's out on the tag.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Dansby Swanson stands in. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
That's a ball.
In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. 2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. In the air right side. And that's the 3rd out. On to the bottom of the 8th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. Fought off foul. And that is out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a key out leading off the bottom of the 8th. Now here is Josh Young. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one a little bit high.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats, and the biggest one he's had so far. He doesn't look anxious at all.
That misses the zone, and now 3-0. And there's the automatic. All tied up here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Full count.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So 2 down now, and here is Tyler Fitzgerald. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up.
Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side here in the 8th. And we're back. And now the DH, Otto Lopez. Cano back to work. Down the middle for a strike. 0-1. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
In the air, right field. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And up next for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
One down, base is empty. And he hits a ground ball right side. In plenty of time to first, and that's an out. Now here is Miguel Amaya. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And a foul ball.
One, two.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just to waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
This one in the air, right field. Fitzgerald on the move. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Number 43.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Dylan Cruz now at the plate. Fouled off down the right side.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Inside, almost got him. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Splits the plate. Strike one. There's a strike.
Ball.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1-2.
Next pitch
Ball
is outside. Fights it off. He'll see another. Not close with that one. 3-2 now. Ball four, he walked in, and that'll keep the line moving.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And now Garrett Hampson
Ball.
to second for one, and it's over his head. The lefty to 1-0. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Definitely a strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play.
And that's in for a strike.
Getting a little frustrated with the strike zone.
Grounds one to short. Swanson fires over to first. Hampson is out. And up next for Miami, Ryan Mountcastle. And that misses. And that's ball one. And another ball.
That's the ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
There's a strike. Winning run at third, 2 down. Just missed.
That's the ball.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
High leverage spot coming up for the big bat of Marcell Ozuna. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. In the dirt, blocked.
0-2.
Nice job behind the plate there. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to happen with 2 strikes.
Here's the pitch to Ozuna. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. That's inside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the 3rd out, and we're headed to extras.
Now pitching for
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Felix Bautista.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
And here is Nico Horner. Swings through that one.
0-1.
Next pitch is outside. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Outside
the ball.
low. Now 2-2.
They
Two
tried to
balls,
get
two
him to
strikes.
go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the third baseman, John Birdie, and delivers outside. One out. The go-ahead run is at second, and here in extra innings. And another ball.
Well, this is a little tough for the hitter. In the back of the mind, you're wondering with first base open, am I going to get a pitch to hit?
Yeah.
Got to stay back. Let your
Two
hands
balls, one
work.
strike.
Stay in the middle of the field.
On the ground, right side. Whips it to Mountcastle. 2 in a row set down to start the 10th. And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one
ball,
way
one strike.
outside. 1-1. Bounce to the right side. Rutschman fires over to first, and Tucker is retired. And the Cubs go 1-2-3.
Now pitching for
Back here in extras, and a new pitcher on the mound in the bottom half of the inning, Julian Merriweather. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. First pitch,
that
just misses. Man at second. The shortstop takes the ball. Appears they're working around him with the base open, Singy.
Well, you know, these 2-0 counts, Boo, they're just not what they used to be, and we sound like old guys when I say that. But ultimately, this is a strategic game, and you expect to see this type of approach by the pitcher in this situation.
Horner. And they get Turner for the out. Now we've got a substitution at third base. On to pinch run, number 96. Adley Rutschman, the next up for the Marlins.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
1 ball,
Now
no
a
strike.
pitch out to defend against the squeeze, but nothing going on. And another ball. Winning run at third, 1 down. The other way. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Throw is offline. This one's over. And the Marlins walk it off in extra innings.
Well, you come to the ballpark hoping you'll see something special that day, whether you're a player or a fan. A walk-off win, nobody forgets that. A memorable moment that'll be logged in the backs of the minds of everybody that witnessed this here today.
4-3 our final score. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.